Hey, hi. Thank you. No, please. Settle the fake applauses, please. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to season 3 of Get the Strap. My God. I'm gonna start. Hey, look at John Bodoy, bro. He's definitely one of those boys that, you know, I'm picking him in the racial draft. Hello, Nico. Hello, how you doing? What's up, everybody? Hey, what's going on, Kirk? Welcome to season 3. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate you, baby. Okay. So we've changed things up a little bit, and the way that we're gonna do it's gonna be hilarious. But I believe me and James Taylor came to the conclusion the first episode needs to be serious because it's going to get ridiculous, and it needs to be serious. So here's how moving forward the show is gonna go. You make your own money, man. I've spent 3 years telling y'all, hey, stop spending money on shit that's not good for you. Stop spending money on belts that are bad. Stop. We ain't doing that shit no more, man. I can't. I don't. You know what? To be honest with you, this is the real reason. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I do what I want with my money. You do what you want with your money. All I ask is this, as I always do, is that don't tell people that a belt is the same quality as another belt. Because I don't want to sit here and show you belts not to buy anymore. And the reason is this. If I show you 2 clear pictures, one of a belt with amazing quality and the other one looks like complete and utter shit, and you still are in your head saying, no, Mr. Cross, that's not the same. I think this $325 belt is the same as a $2,000, $1,500 belt. Bro, you so far gone that Scooby-Doo ain't gonna find you. Okay, so we ain't gonna do that no more. That shit, we're done with that. If you want to know the bullshit about not spending, we're still gonna make fun of the hobby because y'all give me content for days. Yeah, a lot of y'all clowns, but no more. So we're gonna clean it up a little bit, and we're gonna get sexy too, and we're gonna get to the point where I want us to go back to when we were in middle school and high school. And we enjoyed this shit, right? I remember back in 2003 and 2004, nobody could tell me Triple H was on a tear. I thought bro, I had dreams that Psycho Kane was going to kill me. And I want to go back to that. I want to go back to the days where I am enjoying this wrestling thing. I'm tired of people using words like if they are part of the wrestling community. You're not. Stop. God damn it, you're a grown-ass man. And women too, because there's a few chicks in here. But y'all gotta get it together, man. A lot of y'all are getting ass. I don't understand how, but y'all getting it. God damn it, act your damn age. Okay? But we're gonna be in kayfabe. You see, and that's another, oh God, I'm using the terms too. We are going to be part of the storyline. I want to go back to those days because everyone these days is a mark. Everyone these days knows how to promote. Everybody these days knows how to do all this shit. No, you don't. You don't. Look, let me be real. Let me give you the honest truth about things. Okay, the honest truth about certain things. Dan McMahon is a dick, but Dan McMahon is right. Dan McMahon can be difficult, but a lot of the times Dan is making his points, right? Carmine is a clown, but Carmine, at the end of the day, I think if he got out of his way, he'll be a good person. I don't got beef with anybody. I think everybody is fucking great and you do what you need to do. All I ask is you stay the fuck out of my way. We were part of the Beltomania podcast in 2020. And again, this is something we're going to stop doing. We're going to stop putting up a fourth wall. This is the truth. We were part of Beltomania. I get comments and questions all the time. Yes, we were part of BAM. And I am grateful for that time because I met my bestest friends. I learned a lot from Carmine. I learned a lot from the people there, right? And it has brought this show to what it is today. I have learned from all of my friends and all the people here. And everyone can fucking prosper, right? Everyone can prosper. Everyone could do good, okay? I've spent... example with Carmine. I spent with Carmine a whole fucking almost 24 hours. I cannot believe that even happened one summer night. And it was great. And I learned so much during that day, you know? about the podcast, about doing things a certain way, about the intricacies, right? You guys are way too. I heard that there was podcasting and someone said this about this person, bro. All this is belts, right? Carmine used to say it long ago. It's fucking leather, metal, and a slab of fucking paint. That's all it is, right? And we have all these people that take this way too fucking seriously. And man, I just want to get back to the point where we was all vibing and everybody was buying their belts. All I'm asking is for you not to lie. Not to lie. After this episode, we will show you the madness that is my creativity. James Taylor is going to be a big part of that. And Joey V, Michael Jones, Vinny Vegas, Matt Panetta, Richard Simpsons, because they're backstage. I'm just reading all names. Don't mind me. And Mike Jones, for someone, is terrorizing somebody. I can tell. He is backstage. But, nigga, you got a leather jacket on? Hold on. Is that a leather jacket? Oh, no. Oh, shit. I thought that was a leather jacket. But anyway, I digress. Welcome to season 3 of Get the Strap. I hope that you enjoy it. And I want to bring out someone who is doing such amazing work. And not really work. The guy made a Facebook group, but he met. I can say this. It doesn't take a lot to fuck up a Facebook group because you all make Facebook groups every fucking day and tend to like make it those whole complicated thing. But this guy has made a group that I think just does great work. He's going to tell you about it, but we're going to talk a little bit about the era where the Undisputed version 2 championship was present. That is episode 1, the Undisputed version 2. We are attacking the ruthless aggression era. And here today, showing some love, here is the great Matt Panetta. Matt, welcome aboard.
What an intro.
So
wow.
You look so sexy in there, man.
You told me, Jay, let's break the fourth wall. You said you wanted something sexy.
Hey, I really did. Look at Simpson pulling double duty in the comments, bro. It's trap season. How are you, my friend?
I'm well, Jay. It's been a while, man. It's great to have you back.
Hey, thank you, baby. We are vibing. Listen, Matt, this whole Undisputed Championship thing.
You're taking me back, Jay, to when I was like
2002?
11, 12 years old.
Yeah. Wow. Bro, I remember in that time, wrestling was everything to me.
Yeah.
And I don't know why back then I was a big Raw guy. I was big on Raw. Look at Mirabito, bro. And yet multitasker, baby.
I love Mirabito.
Paul Basso, Paul Basso's a G, bro. I'll be following his exploits on Facebook, and he be doing all sorts of shit. So, Matt, talk to me about just ruthless aggression in general. Your general thoughts on just the era itself.
When we think back, right, early 2000s, man, it was a good time. I loved it. That was probably when, after the Attitude Era, I still had a passion for wrestling. I don't want to say I don't have a passion now, but man, it meant something to me. This was a big part of my identity, a big part of my childhood, right?
Yeah.
And, I know, Jay, you and I are around the same age, so
right there, yeah.
Right, early 2000s, man, things were good. There was, for the most part, right, at the same time, the world went through a huge change.
Yeah.
And at the same time, wrestling was an escape. Wrestling was that go-to for so many of us. It still is for a lot, especially for the younger audience. But man, the early 2000s was an amazing time to be a fan. And I think 2002, I might have gotten my first belt at that time, 2002, 2001. So wrestling was everything, man. It was the WWF Big Eagle.
Damn, everybody's first belt, man. Everybody got
still
that
got
shit
it
right away.
I still got it. Still pretty minty too.
Nice. Listen, I one thing I've noticed about wrestling these days, it's a fucking acquired taste, right? It's either you like it or you don't. Like me, I normally when like Survivor Series comes, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, that's when I watch it. But when I talked to you, I asked you, what do you think are the 3 most influential matches that highlighted the Undisputed version 2.
That's right.
The first thing you named was Undertaker versus Rock versus Kurt Angle.
Vengeance 2002, man. That was.
So let me read you something.
Yeah.
Because this was in the intro, ladies and gentlemen. Promos don't got shit on Ruthless Aggression promos. This was the beginning. This was the words that were used, and they obviously used it from Pulp Fiction, right? But this was the passage that they used to start that triple threat match. And then they interjected Undertaker, The Rock, and Kurt Angle saying the same thing. So let me read this to you guys. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the inequities of the selfish, the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who in the name of charity and goodwill shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness. For he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance. You see what they did there. And furious anger, those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee. Now I know the theatrics. For this match, at Vengeance in 2002, SmackDown in the beginning of the Ruthless Aggression era, how did you feel watching that intro, dude?
The same way I feel right now, Jay. You give me goosebumps, baby. Right? Just up my back. It was, man, what a time to be alive. What a time. And just looking at the comments, a lot of guys were talking about OVW was hot at the time too. There's a lot of wrestling, but Raw, SmackDown, man, it was a good time to be a fan, just to be immersed within that culture.
It was a great time. And listen, if you are liking what you're seeing here, and you haven't run away yet because you're just a bunch of nerds, doing their thing here, smash that like button, subscribe, baby. Say what's up.
Give that thumbs up too.
Exactly, pimp. Now, as we know, this triple threat match came about because of Rock's interference at King of the Ring.
That's right.
Remember when King of the Ring mattered? Bro, yeah, y'all don't know what y'all were missing. King of the Ring was amazing.
It was. It meant something.
Yeah, and then the pin tap out controversy between Undertaker and Kurt Angle. That's how this happened. So between Rock and Kurt Angle, we're talking kayfabe here. You're being a fan. You're not someone that this is real.
Yeah.
Who do you think had the better claim to challenge for the championship at SummerSlam?
My gut says Kurt, bro. Kurt was, to me, he was it. I love The Rock. I love Stone Cold, but Kurt Angle, he always had a special place in my heart, even as a kid, man. Like, I was a big Kurt Angle fan. And today, I think, I know we're trying to be kayfabe here, but I think he's one of the greatest wrestlers to ever live. And I felt the same way.
I would agree. And when he was on the Perks too, and Perk Angle was up on top, and I know this is a little later on, but Jones could tell you everything about Perk Angle. Now,
I would say, just to dive into a few years later, after he left WWE and he went to TNA, I would argue that he had an even better career in TNA than he did in WWE. That's when you really got to see Kurt's true ability in the ring. Not to say his career in WWE wasn't good. He had a great run in WWE, but he really showed what he was capable of in those later years. But to go back to, sorry, Jay,
you're making Mike Jones just hard as hell right now by saying
I wish I could see the cameras backstage like you can, but I've got an image in my mind.
He literally put his hair down and everything, bro.
Oh,
it's insane. So now, from my understanding, Matt, the Undisputed version 2 debuted. I could be wrong.
No. You're right.
Debuted at Vengeance.
Undertaker was a champion. He had the version 1, the WWF Scratch logo belt. He was the last one to hold the V1 Undisputed. And that night is when we got to see the debut of the V2. It's a massive belt. Only 3 people held the version 2 belt that we're going to be talking about tonight. There were some modifications, right, to the V2, the V3, the V4, and the V5, but it was a big belt. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, only Undertaker, Lesnar, and The Rock held that large version. And
but
you look
I
at
never had a problem. I
I
never
didn't
had
either.
a problem with the belt being so big. I know some people have an issue with the belt being big, right? But look
It's
how
when Brock
small.
had his, I think, second run with it, if I'm not mistaken. That's when they changed the size. Oh no, maybe it was his first run. They ended up cutting off a good portion of
Agreed.
the female snaps because it wouldn't fit on him. And Lesnar's a big guy. All three of these men that have held the V2, Taker,
Yeah.
Rock, and Lesnar, they're some of the biggest guys, right?
Yeah.
In WWE history. And the belt was arguably too big even for them. So that's why they had to downsize it a little bit. But yeah,
So
it did debut.
so you're saying they went up a little too much and then they came back down to meet me halfway.
Yeah. Yeah. The V4 is arguably the right size, if you will, right? It was a little bit smaller. It fit most guys. Wasn't too big on even the bigger men like Lesnar and Rock and Undertaker, if you will. But the V2, go back and you watch this triple threat match when Undertaker's coming out on the motorcycle. You can see the belt right. It's huge, bro. It's massive. I met Taker after his bout in Saudi Arabia with Goldberg, and he came back to Niagara Falls Comic-Con, and he came the next night. Man, he was gassed, as you can only imagine, after that match and that long plane ride. The guy's huge. I'm not a big guy by any means, but like being in front of the Undertaker, the guy that gave us nightmares when we were kids, just insanity, bro, to be in his presence. But yeah, man, the V2 debuted that night, and in my opinion, the last great belt design in WWE.
How dare you? The spinner gave us classics. Listen, I'm joking. Listen, we're gonna have to do the spinner. Joey's in charge of the schedule. My hope is that he fucking forgets that we need to do that fucking belt. I'm sorry, it's disgusting. Matt, look, I'm gonna be. This match was entertaining as fuck. I don't remember it being this entertaining, but you got 3 different wrestling styles in this match, and I mean, to talk about that, well, what are your thoughts on the match dynamics between the 3? Because I originally, when I was watching this, I'm like, how is this going to work? Like, who are they going to gang up on? And initially in the beginning, you remember that Brock and Taker were facing each other and they were basically ignoring Kurt. But what are your thoughts on the dynamics of the match?
Man, 3 different wrestling styles, 3 unique different characters, right? You had the Undertaker's power, the Rock's kind of charisma, yet Kurt Angle's, technical abilities, and it all blended seamlessly in the ring. It created such I would say, a well-balanced wrestling match, man. And yet, man, I look back, I rewatched this match the other day because it's been a while since I've watched it, and it's been a long time since 2002, but it was perfect. I'd say this is arguably one of the top 3 best triple threat matches in WWE history. This match was incredible.
Now let me ask you this: they all hit their finishers on each other.
Yeah.
And what are your thoughts on that? Because
when I was
compared to that to present day,
man, I think this is what really started it. Right today, we see it way too often. This was a match where, I'm not going to say it was the first time you got to see wrestlers do their opponents' signatures or finishers, right? But when you have 3 men of this caliber hitting, a rock bottom or an angle slam or a choke slam, like it was something else. Like when I was a kid and getting to see them interchange their finishers, I lost my shit, man. This was real to me, and it grabbed my attention, and you were at the edge of your seat the entire match. You look at Kurt Angle, man.
My fucking mind.
Yeah. The Rock doing, the rock bottom, doing a variation of the choke slam. Like, man, it was fantastic.
And they beat the shit out of each other. They really did.
They really did. They really did. They went at it hard.
Now, the match ended not in a controversial way, because we all know the rules of a triple threat championship match, right? Like the champion whoever pins someone gets pinned. It doesn't have to be the champion.
That's right. Just the
But
rules.
do you think, in storyline purposes, as we know what comes next, and you pick the next match, and it just happens to fall in chronological order, do you think Rock should have pinned Taker, or are you content with Rock getting the pin on Kurt?
You do whatever you got to do to win the belt, right?
Yeah, bro.
That's what it comes down to. It's every man for himself. It's a triple threat. It's anything goes. Like you gotta win. That's the outcome. And the storytelling, even leading up to the match, we talked a little bit about it at the very beginning. But man, the narrative was phenomenal. Each wrestler, having their clear role and kind of motivation. Undertaker wanting to seek revenge on Kurt. It was great. I have no problem with who pinned who to win the belt.
And also the one thing I remember about this, I was like, oh, this is the match where Taker almost broke the pinfall.
Yes.
Like he almost broke it, but he still got the win. And then you get your result. And look at that belt. Look how huge that shit is.
It's massive, right? And okay, Rock then isn't as big as he is now, but still he's a really big dude. And the belt is just, I don't have the measurements off the top of my head or anything like that, but it's just visually speaking, look how that's a massive belt. I think the biggest belt in terms of length and width.
And I don't have a problem with that, to be honest.
No, neither do I.
I don't have a problem with the belt having that big of a size. Because it just, I feel like, as a champion, like one thing that always bothered me about the Winged Eagle was it was smaller than the IC. And I'm like, why is the Intercontinental, right? Why is the Intercontinental much bigger than and it always bothered me.
Well, you think about it, right? A mid-tier belt, right? Compared to the heavyweight title, you would think that bigger is better in this regard, right?
Correct. So talk to me about Brock.
Do you remember
versus?
Do you remember Rock? Do you remember before, Brock versus Rock? Ooh, the match that followed.
Well, hold on a second. You was gonna say something.
I was gonna say do you remember the crowd reaction during that triple threat?
Dude,
it was electric. I hate to use like a Rock pun, right, or anything, but it was insane. The audience was fully invested in the action. It was.
Oh, really, John? Shit. To win this match, easy 8 out of 10 matchup. Yeah, it was a good match, man. And again, speaking of the size, Matt, when we talk Rock versus Brock,
look at this picture, bro.
That tells you everything you need to know about the size of that belt. But again, I was okay with it because it was grand, right? It was like, it's think about it, the Undisputed Championship. When Undertaker won the V1, I thought how ridiculous he looked with it around his waist. Because
right, and that was the criticism of the V1. It was too small. That's why they updated it. And then it's funny that you get a belt as massive as this, right? You just merge the big gold and the big eagle together to make this undisputed title. And then it comes out in this smaller.
And it's just a small little thing.
Right. So, and then you have the opposite, a big contrast to that. Look at that thing on Rock's shoulder. It's covering more than half of his entire body from that angle.
It's fucking huge, dude. Yeah. So, what was your first impression of Brock Lesnar going into SummerSlam?
I remember when he first debuted, man. I think that's something anyone who's been watching wrestling for the last 20 years, when Brock Lesnar made his debut, like he's a scary motherfucker now.
Yeah.
But when he debuted, right, and they build him as the next big thing kind of thing, he scared the shit out of me. You see this big guy that no wrestler at the time looked the way Lesnar did. Right, he was pretty unique. And then who does he have in his corner of all people too? Paul Heyman.
Fucking Heyman. Yeah.
Right. So Lesnar was a scary dude. And just the hype and build up to this match, man.
Yes.
Lesnar was young. Right.
No,
how old was he?
He was 24?
Something like
Joseph,
that.
24? Joey knows all this shit, right? I don't know why Joey has this. He's looking it up. But I think he was 24. Or Randy. It was Randy or him. One of them was, he's a 25 or 24, something like that.
At the time, he was the youngest, right? He was the youngest eventual.
Yeah, he was the youngest. And yes, that V2 Fig Inc. What's up, Platinum Source? How you doing, baby? That Figs came like a pancake. He was 25. Lesnar was 25, and then in 04, Randy won the world heavyweight, and that's when Randy got, yo, I sent the why are you here? Like I literally just dropped the kids off. Like, why are you in the comments? But I'm glad to see you. Glad to see you, baby. Oh God, Richard Simpson. Why would you say? I agree. I'm sorry. That's awful of me on my end, but I didn't think Ray should have won the world title. That's when I started to like not care anymore, when all these
It went
random people were
downhill.
starting to win the title. Yeah.
It went downhill.
So the triple threat that we just talked about was at Vengeance, right?
Yeah. This is
Tell
at
me,
SummerSlam.
SummerSlam a month later. Tell me the significance, because this match is significant.
Yeah.
When I feel like everything after SummerSlam at that point was like a WrestleMania.
No, it really
And
was.
then
It's not how
right
it feels
after
to
it
me,
was.
bro.
Talk to me.
Man, he was a young, up and coming, dominant force, Brock Lesnar, and challenging The Rock, right? The Great One, who was the WWE's top star at the time. You got a clash of generations. You've got a power struggle between an established icon, an up and coming beast. You know, it added a lot of excitement to the mix.
It did.
And then we get to the match itself. How did it start?
Dude,
Rock-
this right here is my next question for you, bro.
Bro.
Wasn't that the most? Yo, I was so fucking hyped, bro. I was. So, let me tell you
lays
something.
that belt down. He kind of does, like, you know, he's hyping himself up, and then he just sprints.
He lays that belt down and he just go. Let me tell you something. I watch this video every time I have to make sweet love to my wife.
Oh,
Just so that I can stand. I take off my pants and I lay them in front of the door like they're the belt.
Just like
I start doing the hopping thing. Then I get out of breath after like 4 seconds and shit. But then I run in there, baby, and I take care of it. Right. But wasn't this like what were your thoughts when you saw this? Like when you saw him just like hyping himself up?
I think I was running around my parents' basement at this when The Rock was running to the ring, man. I was hyped. I felt that energy. And then he just goes at it. That's a great pick.
They start going at it, and then you want to know what I liked, Matt?
What's that?
Rock is hitting him, and then belly to belly.
Yeah. And that belly to belly was hard. Oh man. Yeah. Slammed him to the mat like just nothing. The impact was crazy.
And there was like he was manhandling. This is like, and what I mean the significance of this match, I gotta the people watching. And if you weren't there, but you had to be there. Like, this is The Rock. Yeah. Right? This, Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin. This is one of the guys being manhandled by someone who debuted in March, and this is August.
I like Drew's comment. Lesnar looks straight out of a video game character in real life when he debuted, and now he's the only guy that he's seen to be more terrifying with a beard, ponytail, and a smile. Bro. It's that Saskatchewan. It's rubbed off on him. Living in Canada for as long as he has, it changes you. Let me say
those damn Canadians, man. No, you guys are great.
Man, seeing The Rock manhandled like that. Something else.
So there's this point in this match, bro. Like, this is the funny. I don't know why I found this funny, but he springboards Brock.
Look at the height.
And Brock like flies in the air, and like hits the it's like you have to see it. Look how much air he got, bro.
Yeah, man. Look at the height difference between the referee and where Lesnar's head is.
Yeah, he literally just like spiked him up there. So. As we know, like Brock wins the match, right? Like, Heyman gets rock bottom on the table. Table goes through all shit. But, he slams him through. Then Rock is trying to go for rock bottom. And God bless Brock Lesnar. Because if it's one motherfucker that can sell, it's Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar sells very well. So, in seeing this match, and you see he hits the F5, he wins. Do you see this as a passing of the torch moment?
Absolutely. The youngest WWE champion at the time, 25 years old. It was most definitely a form of passing of the torch, right? This victory, I would say, solidified Lesnar as a major force in WWE. All the hype leading up to this match, all the hype leading up to Brock Lesnar, right, coming into WWE to just, destroy everybody in his
The next
pathway.
big thing.
This set the stage for his future success in the company. The Brock Lesnar that we see now all dates back to this, baby.
It
Like,
all started.
it all started here. He came out ready to, just take control, dominate the WWE. And you look at him now.
He took charge.
Absolutely, man. And for the last 20 years, okay, there were obviously some hiatuses, went to UFC, did his own thing. But man, the guy has had an incredible.
But we can't discount that just like that. I mean, he became UFC heavyweight champion of the world.
Absolutely.
He wasn't just out there, chilling.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, Rock, to be honest.
It's not 0-2 like some guys are. But yeah, man. Yeah,
Jones.
UFC heavyweight champion. He's the youngest at the time WWE champion. He beat The Rock. All right, Rock, Rock and Stone Cold at this time. These were the two big names in the Attitude Era leading up to this point, and The Rock loses 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and at this point in the storyline, right? Because again, we don't know that this is fake. Well, prescripted, like it's we predetermined. But at this point in the storyline, like Brock Lesnar is the undisputed champion, but he's going to revert to WWE champion the next couple of weeks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then that means, which I think is an issue right now that people don't really talk about, with Roman being undisputed, universal heavyweight champion of the world. Isn't that title disputed? Because
Absolutely.
you have another champion, right? And that's what happened here. Here, the undisputed championship turned into the WWE championship. That has happened a couple of times since.
It has, yeah.
But do you think that the undisputed championship line should have gone on for longer, or do you think that it went down the right way?
What did it last until 2004?
The actual undisputed line, the lineage, ended September 2nd or something, when Triple H got the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, that's right.
So do you think they should have said, no, Brock, you got to freaking work both shows. You got to still keep the undisputed thing going.
See that, and that's my problem even with today, right? Using that term undisputed. This is the thing with WWE especially, but a lot of wrestling promotions, they don't give the fans maybe credit like they should. They think the fans are idiots. And to be fair, there's a lot of fucking idiots in this hobby. But
yes.
But you're trying to tell a story. And when you're a kid, when I was watching this, I didn't know. I didn't look at the dirt sheets. They didn't exist like they do today. This was real. Undisputed to me meant, well, I saw what happened when Chris Jericho won both belts. He has 2 championships. That means you got to defend them. And I think, it should have continued. The undisputed title should have continued very much so, like how they fumbled it today too. Calling it the undisputed title. There's no need for using that kind of term. If it's not undisputed, you just created a new belt. But back then, I think Brock should have done double duty.
Now, last match that I want to talk to you about. The Cinderella, the literally wrestling equivalent of a Cinderella story. Eddie versus Brock.
2004.
Eddie Guerrero. No way out, baby. Where were you, King?
This is still at home. I was a kid still watching it. I think at the time we had the black box and we were getting those pay-per-views. Like a lot of us
You had the black box, baby?
Yeah, bro. We were able to access through DirecTV. Here's a throwback, right? Through DirecTV, I could get every pay-per-view, every event, whether it be wrestling, boxing, you name it, right? The X-rated side of pay-per-view. I got it
Channel
all.
59 in New York, baby. That's right.
Right. We got it all. And when it would go down, you'd have to take the card out of the box and put it in, update it. Bro, it lasted for a number of years and over here. And that's how I got all my pay-per-views for free.
Me too, dude. It was the black box.
Yeah.
The black box is what did it all, man.
The kids, our kids are never gonna know this struggle.
No, they got to pay cable, bro. No. Not us. No. We didn't have a cable bill. No. Not at all. So why is this such a special match, man?
You look at Eddie Guerrero, right? A beloved, charismatic performer. the ultimate underdog, right? Going against the beast, Brock Lesnar, just this absolute powerhouse. We've just talked about some of his, accolades over the last couple of years. And this guy was still a dominant force in WWE at the time. And so the story was really built around Eddie's determination, his heart, the idea that he could overcome, odds to win the WWE Championship against the Beast, right?
Yeah.
It's a classic Cinderella story. Absolutely. And so you really, to suspend your disbelief, get behind Eddie Guerrero.
Look at Eddie, man. Look at Eddie. Like, I can tell you, man, like it was crazy. In my house, man, my grandmother loved Eddie Guerrero because Spanish grandmas, man, they're all about the race, right? Like
Yeah.
whatever's going
No, it
on with the
matters, right?
race. If
You
some
connect with
yeah,
that character.
if someone is representing the Latino community in a fucking positive way, my grandmother was all over that shit, right?
No, for sure.
And I have to ask this question because I felt like back then like it diminished it, but you may disagree. Do you think Eddie could have done it without the interference of Goldberg?
Without the interference of Goldberg, I'm gonna my heart tells me yes. Because in classic Eddie fashion, right? He would have found a way. He would have found a way. No, I think Nico said in the comments, no one expected Eddie Guerrero to beat Brock Lesnar for the title.
I didn't.
And,
I did not. And look at Bill. Look at Goldberg.
Yeah.
And they used that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Goldberg and Brock were in that weird triangle feud with Stone Cold during this time.
That's right. Yeah.
And Stone Cold was the one I think gave Goldberg the ticket, right?
Yep. Yeah, that
now,
sounds right.
I asked you before when it was The Rock passing the torch to Brock. And we know, unfortunately, Eddie passed away, a year and a half later. But do you think this was the passing of the torch moment here for Brock to Eddie?
I want to say not in the same way as it was with Rock and Brock. And I don't. This is where I'm conflicted, and there are things that obviously happened that were outside of anyone's control. Eddie's passing, right, changed things naturally. We don't know what would have happened if he was still with us, and what even greater legacy he would have paved. But man, I want to say it is and it isn't. It's just different. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It was a different kind of passing of the torch. Eddie was, as I mentioned before, the ultimate underdog, and when he won, that crowd blew up.
They lost their collective shit.
That was probably, man, one of the greatest moments where there's a lot of underdog stories in wrestling over the past decades, but this was something else. I don't think there was anything like Eddie Guerrero winning the WWE Championship. It was heartwarming, man. It was like, this is storytelling at its peak. Like when wrestling can evoke genuine, true emotions and create unforgettable moments in your life, that's the art form, right? That's what we love. That's why we tune in every week, right? Because that we want more. Eddie did that for everybody, not just the Latino community, but for everybody who was behind him. He was a champion for the people.
Yeah, he definitely was. And again, I really enjoyed the matches he had as WWE champion. I know his run was short, but I did enjoy, the matches that he had with that belt. Now, speaking of belts,
yes, sir.
You run a group on Facebook called All Elite Belts. Give me the premise of this wonderful group.
I'll give you the cliff notes. Give everyone watching the cliff notes. This is a group that was created probably closer to 2 years now. Just because we're tired of the nonsense. We're tired of the drama. We're tired of the bullshit that so many, I'm not going to name names or name groups right now. There's a time and place for that. But this hobby is just filled with a lot of guys that will go out of their way to just stir the pot, create shit out of nothing, when it really, man, it's not that serious. I wrote something today because of an incident that happened last night that carried over. I'm not going to get into that right now. If you know, you know. But the whole reason why All Elite Belts was created was just to get away from it. Everyone gets caught up in the drama at some point. I've been caught up. My name has also been dragged through mud. I've dragged guys through muds. All right. A lot of this happened during the pandemic, right? When we were all in lockdown.
Yo, we had nothing else better to do, baby.
We had nothing else to do. We were looking for some fun, right? And guys naturally carry things way too far. We do that.
Yeah.
Right. That's just kind of our nature. But this hobby, man, we could be on here all night, you and I going back and forth about this fucking hobby, Jay. But
that is well, we're gonna eat. I'm gonna eat some chicken wings later. We can definitely
move into a little bit more. But man, the whole reason why myself, Nico, and Ronnie Fields created this, we all come from different walks of life. We've been in this hobby for different period of time. Ronnie Fields is one of the belt OGs. Like I've learned so much from him. We put our heads together and we're like, you know what? There's not a group out there that we envisioned. And we said, why the hell not? Let's just start our own group. So I put it together. Yeah. I created the logo. I sent it off to them. And I'm like, yeah, let's just do it. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Let's just see what happens. If 10 people join, 10 people join. If it's just our small little circle of friends, it's our small circle of friends. But man, that the whole point of All Elite Belts was to just focus on belts. Look at that. Look at the delivery.
These are for later. Shit. It's gonna be bad. But yeah, no, the wings, there's gonna be a wing segment for us later on tonight where we're gonna be talking hobby, and anyone can ask a question, and those of us who are eating said chicken wings have to answer. If not, we have to eat one of the Hot Ones chicken wings, which is just burning my eyes right now. But Matt, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, brother.
You are a good guy that's doing great things. And listen, go join this group, get some ass, and you're gonna enjoy it. Matt, thank you so much.
Thank you, Jay. We'll talk later.
All right, baby. What a guy. So wrestling belts, man. This is the fucking it just, you know what? Let's just get this shit over with, okay? Let's get this portion of it so we can have some fun. First, I just want to premise this, that these are the belts that I would buy. I'm not going to tell you any more of the belts that you shouldn't buy, because, well, come on, I really don't care that much. These are the belts that I would buy, and if you want to get good quality and you're saying to yourself, yo, I want a museum quality belt, bro, go with the shop, man. I know Classic Shields does great work and stuff like that, but you'll be waiting 2 years and you got to spend freaking an arm and a leg. You go to the American makers that can get it done too. They'll get it done for you. You'll have to, bob and weave to find that, but it is what it is. That's the name of the game. But first, let me bring up a man who did my personal side plates, and I actually love them, and I gotta get him to do another set for me. He is the king of bling. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Richard Simpson. What's going on, baby?
What's going on?
How you doing, bro?
Good. How you been?
So, hey, you look like you lost weight.
Almost
I wanted to say that shit earlier. 80 pounds?
Almost, yeah.
What did you do, if you don't mind me asking?
Changed my diet. I walk about 2 miles a day. And I cut a lot of sugar out.
Very, very nice, my friend. You are looking good. So, obviously, these people know that you have your business, and we'll talk about that a little later. But I wanted to bring you on just to get a perspective from a maker. And this belt, this Undisputed version 2, right? Like I thank you to the good folks at Belt Talk for getting these picks over. This is a JMAR, Undisputed version 2. Rich, as someone who can make these things, you don't make them. I know that you don't make them, right? But as a person who has the ability of making them, right? Would you make it? Would you go with the shop? Would you go to Pakistan? What does a guy like you do when it comes to belts that are readily available on the shop? They don't have the logo issue. They don't have none of that. What do you do?
I like to make them myself, just because I have all hands on. I can control quality, paint, obviously stones. I can handle. As far as shop belts, I mean, you have to go. There's certain belts you have to get off the shelf. The shop is nothing. You can't get anything overseas or American that will compare to it, no matter how hard anybody tries. It's just not. Even though they are mass produced in China, replicas, they are still like the spinner. Nobody makes a spinner. I don't care what pictures anybody posts, you cannot recreate that. Same thing with the new world heavyweight. I don't see anybody matching that. Undisputed, like that one, you could obviously make it. I've seen some American makers make it in the States, and it looks. I mean, obviously JMar and a few other people I won't name, but the quality is just obviously top notch because it's American made, 100% zinc, real gold, not what you get overseas.
Now, if you don't mind, and you could say this vaguely as possible. What's the process of getting of you making a belt? So let's say you woke up tomorrow, and after you slapped cheeks, you was like, you know what? I'm making myself an Undisputed V3 because I had such a good time with Jay yesterday. I want the damn belt. The hell with the V2. It's too big, like Panetta said. We're going to size down. I'm going to do a V3. Where do you start?
Well, you have to have art for one, and that's not easy to come by, nor is it cheap to come by. If you have the right art, you obviously you submit it to an etcher, if you can find one that will deal with logoed and non-logoed things. Most won't, just because they don't want the whole copyright issue to be attacking them. A lot of the things I make, I won't do copyright things because I don't want that hassle. Have I made them? Yes, because I had them in my personal collection before I sold them when I moved. You go through your etching, and you go. Obviously, you need them bolted on the back. Yeah. Then you go off. You have to polish them, sand them. Then you send them off for either gold or nickel plating. Obviously, there's a 3-step process with that. If you're going to do gold, you got to do your copper, and then your nickel, and your gold, or if you're just doing plain nickel. And then after that, it's just painting, stones if it has it, and then off for leather.
So you do your own stones. Do you do your own paint too?
Yep.
Nice. So you can make yourself a whole belt if you want.
Other than the leather, I haven't tackled that yet, but I work with a few. I work with somebody who will remain anonymous. That I've started doing send out straps for a lot of belts now as an extra service that I like to offer, but I haven't tackled leather yet, and I don't know if I'm going to, just because it's a lot of work, and I already have.
Are you thinking of doing it though? Are you thinking of the one day we're gonna be like Richard Simpson's, like Simpson's full belt service instead of restoning and where you're at right now?
I've thought about it, and I think maybe once, because I'm in the process of trying to get my garage finished off so I can turn it into a full workshop. Yep. So I think that maybe down the road I might try to dabble with it a little bit and to see how I can do it. It's one of those things I hate to try to do it because there's so many talented guys out there that they send me business for stones and I send them business for leather. So I almost feel like I would be stepping on somebody's toes if I were to do it, but I might try it just to see if I can do it.
Nice. Let me ask you a question. I seen the market, rate for this belt right now is $6,500 for a JMar, right? I see, you probably seeing more shit than I'm seeing when you're looking at this picture. But would you pay $6,500 for a JMar Undisputed version 2?
Nope. I can make that for about a third of the price.
About a third of the price. Now, why is the market so fucked up, Richie?
It's like to me, it's with anything like if you're buying Nike, you're buying the name. Jmar makes nice belts. I'm not going to say he doesn't make nice belts, but $6,500.
That's that way. And then you know that's something that I've always thought about when talking about these, you know, when these belts and everything that I've done here with the show. It's just I don't want to take out a loan to pay for a damn belt when I can get it somewhere else, you know, cheaper, right?
It's like the new AEW belts that are coming out with that Ron's making. They got a nice price tag to them, but you also got to figure, you got to pay obviously AEW for the licensing and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And the strap that he did on those, obviously he does those all by hand, so it's not, you're going to pay somebody to do the work. And same with the plates too. I mean, those he all paints himself, gold plated. So it's a big price tag, but you're getting a real belt.
You're getting the actual belt.
Right.
So let me ask you about your business so you can let the people know where they can get the stuff from you. Simpsons Restoning, the king of damn bling, baby. That's right. So talk to me about your business. What's happening with it right now?
Well, about, I want to say 3 or 4 months ago, I actually launched a web page that you can order my services on there, everything that I do. Anything from restoning to leather send out to full leather to sidebars to base plates, all that is on that page. And it's also set up to allow for payments too.
Nice.
So if you want to, there's like 3 or 4 different payment options I think you can have. And I think one of them's a firm that I think the WWE shop uses too. I think I might be mistaken. But obviously you can make certain monthly payments. I think it's 3, 6, and 12 months. So if you wanted to go full bore and completely deck out Undisputed or Universal or anything like that, you can get all that right on there and then just make monthly payments, 3, 6, 12, whatever it's set up for. I'm not sure exactly, but.
Yeah. Now, Rich, one more thing before I let you go and bring the others on. What are your thoughts on the fucking spinner?
The most. I don't know if I would say hated.
I fucking hate it.
I know you do, but you know what? I have at least 10 of them right now that I'm working on to restone.
What? What is wrong with you people? Oh my God. Hey, we got to get together because I need a Universal and a WWE Championship like Roman had it, but I want it with that gold base plate shit that you did that one time with the Cody thing. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Oh man, I want the pictures I'm going to get with that. I'm going to be butt naked taking pictures with those 2 belts, man.
It's good marketing right there.
Do me a favor, Rich. If you could throw down in the comments that website so that people can see it and they can go there and get whatever they need from you. I really appreciate it. Thank you for coming on. And
absolutely, thanks for having me.
If you need to step away, you can step away. If not, if you can stay, then you can stay for the bonus round where we eat chicken wings.
I want to see you guys eat some wings, so I'm gonna stick around for a little bit.
All right, baby. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Right. By the way, so yeah, look, Jmar has a shit ton of like Better Business Bureau complaints against him. I don't know why. I think he's a fucking nice guy. No, I know why. I still prefer the spin over the scratch big logo. Ooh. I don't know if I agree with that. Who said that? Was that Nico? Did Nico say? Oh, okay. I'm about to say, like, your own fucking people, bro. Yeah, no, man. I prefer the scratch big logo. Was it a disappointment to me when they came out with it? Yes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the part of the show where we're gonna get angry and we're gonna talk shit and we're gonna, because I know it's gonna happen. And I specifically left it just for this portion, because Mike Jones is Mike Jones, right? We gotta let Mike Jones be. And I know Jones, just before you come on, bro, it's just the bell, baby. And you know you got us kicked off the air that one time, so just chill out a little bit, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Mr. Michael Jones. Jones. Why are you so angry?
I'm not angry. I'm relaxing right now.
You're relaxing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me about Muhammad Nawaz. Who is Muhammad Nawaz?
I actually just finished talking to him not that long ago.
Is he doing okay?
He's doing good. He's doing good. He actually just showed me a couple different versions of the Undisputed.
Really?
Yes,
Like V2, V1?
a V2 and a V1.
Bro, what? I like that shirt. That polka dot shirt look fire, bro.
Thank you.
You looking clean, King.
I think I'll change it up a little bit, be a little bit more professional. Since I'm calming down. I don't want to be angry all the time.
Bro, it's all about love, baby. Dude, you gotta like, hey, listen. You ready for it? I'm gonna say this every episode. And I'm gonna say it to you, the people too. You gotta stay away from the things that don't bring you love, baby. That's
Fair.
all. You gotta stay away from that shit. It's all
Fair.
about the love. Jones, Muhammad Nawaz. It's a bootleg, right? We call it unofficial. We try to be cool about it, but it's a bootleg. You've owned several Muhammad Nawaz. Tell me why Nawaz.
For what I was looking for, he had the best SD plates for the price. There was nobody who matched him for that price level and quality.
What are the prices, Jones?
You can get a great belt from him anywhere from 350 to 375 for yeah, right around there, maybe four. That's just your SD. You go HD, of course, it's going to cost more, but you're getting better quality.
Yeah. Now, you and I, of our own admission, have seen a lot of shitty belts. You and I have lost a lot of money with belts.
Did I lose money or did I learn?
Yo, stop preaching so much, bro. Like, what is wrong, man? Why are you
I
always
learned.
trying to? Not everything needs to be a lesson, baby.
Hey, that's life
Jesus.
though. You have to find.
No, you ain't capping.
You have to find a way to spin things and understand. Sometimes you have to take a loss to win. So I lost, but in the end I won. Because I'm not looking at the same belts the way I would before. Like
Correct.
there's a certain level I will not go below. I'm not saying other people can go. I'm not saying other people can't do that, but for me right now, there's a minimum I'm accepting. And sorry, not sorry.
Yeah. And Jones,
But this belt right here you're showing is I would easily put that in my collection with no issues.
Yeah, and you don't like what I'm saying is like SD, like after I learn and we have to say it, we have to keep it like educating people. HD is not a real thing. Right? When they say HD, all they're saying is like American style plates. Rich, shake your head if I'm right. Like it's all it is American style, like the way they make it. They make it the right way, the way they're supposed to make it. Yeah, yeah. So it's made the American way. It's a better way to say it. It's made the American way. And SD really is just I heard they reuse the same acid. It's all sorts of shit. But Jones, you say you can have this in your collection.
Yeah, I would actually.
Let me ask you a question though, and this is going to be a very difficult question I know for you to answer. You had an SD TNA Legends, and then you got a Classic Shields HD TNA Legends.
Correct.
Was it worth the upgrade, King?
Very much so worth the upgrade. Just like even I can even say this: the person who ended up buying the belt, they saw them side by side and said, "I understand. And then they said, if you ever
Oh,
decide to let this go, I want first shot. I said, I'm not letting this go, but okay.
they were already scheming.
Yes.
So if you're going to Pakistan, I wouldn't go to Pakistan for this belt. I will go to the shop. I went to the shop. I have it right up there.
The shop is
I wouldn't go.
so accurate. I wouldn't either,
But if
but
you're in
this
that
one,
market,
if you're in that market, I would not be mad if you got the Nawaz.
okay, all right. Jones, any other words of wisdom that you want to provide the people before we continue to go?
The easiest thing I can say for you all: don't take life too seriously. It's too short. Some things are going to piss you off. Some things won't. Choose the
Yo,
moments you have and make the best of them.
he fucking cooking. He cooking. Let me ask you. I know I talked to Panetta about this, but you're really into wrestling too. So I got to ask these questions. There's certain questions I'm going to pick out, and I need to know the answer from you. Okay. Storyline. Do you think Rock should have pinned Undertaker, or you were content with Rock getting the pin on Kurt?
Storyline purposes.
For vengeance, yeah. When
he should have pinned Kurt. Here's why. You have to protect the Undertaker at all times.
very true. I see that. I see that.
You protect the stars. Kurt wasn't going to win, so you put him in there.
Okay. Okay.
You always pay attention to triple threat matches. Who's really matched up?
Yeah. Very true. Very true.
And I'm
Because I feel like at times with triple threats, there's only one. There's always one person in the background, right?
Yep.
One more question that I want to ask you. Do you think Eddie could have pulled it off without the interference of Bill Goldberg?
Yes, he would have pulled it off without Goldberg, but back to the storyline purposes, it made sense for Goldberg to do so. Because you got to remember, Eddie is who he is. He lies, he cheats, and he steals. He would have found a way to win. It just would have had to been some other kind of creativity.
Yeah, I see it. All right, Michael Jones, you are an angel. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, King. I'll bring you back later. Did you get your wings, puppy?
They're right beside me. You lucky
Bro,
I ain't started eating them yet.
you waiting for that shit. Okay.
I'm being very patient.
All right. Shit. Michael Jones, thank you so much, baby. I appreciate you.
All right.
I love that man more than a fat kid loves cake. And I love me a good chocolate cake. Joseph Joey, like he got his he put on his vacation shirt on. This motherfucker. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't even need to, but I'm going to. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Joey V. Joey, come on. Is that like your official vacation shirt?
It is. I'm on vacation right now. It's a vibe.
Are you enjoying yourself, puppy?
Always enjoy myself on vacation. Don't you?
I do. I'm on vacation right now, but a little sick, a little under the weather, but we're
there's
here.
Also nothing that a little hot ones can't handle.
Oh my God, that's gonna be awful. But Joey, look, man, you've seen two different belts.
I have.
You have one of them.
I do.
Are you keeping that one? Or are you replacing? What are you doing with that belt?
I'm keeping it.
That Nawaz.
I'm keeping the Nawaz. You know, it's funny. I had the Shop V2.
You did?
Yeah, it got passed around in PTM like crazy.
Why did you get rid of it?
I don't know. I just sold it. I wish I didn't, because that title from Shop is a beautiful replica. One of the best.
It's actually really, really nice.
But you know what? I was debating whether to go back to Shop or Nawaz. So like I was on that fence.
Now, let me ask you this, because people are going to ask this shit. Yeah. Why Nawaz instead of Shop? Because Shop is easily to go and freaking, you order it, you get it.
You want to
you
know
get
why?
quality. And I know some people. I've seen people put weights in between the belt, like they take the belt off and they put. I don't know why
I'm
they
not
do
doing
that.
that.
No, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I've seen a lot of y'all like humping your belts. I barely touch my belts. I touch my belt when I have to do a like a promo for the show or something. That's when I take pictures of it with it. But I don't like, they sit there and I just let them fucking be. So I don't know why, like, people, I think people put it in there so they can be heavier and they can feel like they have the actual belt. But like, why do you like the Nawaz? Like what's the difference? Like, you who've held both of them.
You know, the only reason I went to Nawaz because Nawaz was about $100 to $150 cheaper at that time. The Shop
Mhm.
V2 wasn't on sale. If I'm going to be honest, if it was, like, I would have got it, like, for the price I paid for the Nawaz. I couldn't pass it up.
I would have to go with Shop on this, Joseph,
Now,
because
there's not saying that I won't sell the Nawaz and get a Shop. I'm not saying that. But
Jesus Christ.
I can also take the Nawaz and go put it on some leather.
Did I tell you I have a belt unboxing I'm doing tonight?
Yo.
Yeah, I'm unboxing a belt.
Is
It's a
it
gift
Jones's
from-
favorite belt, the Hogan Mystery?
No, oh my God, don't say that, bro. He's in a good mood. Chill out. So look at the details on this belt, and this is what I'm saying. You go to Shop, and you'll be fine. You don't have to deal with the bullshit that you deal with when you're buying a belt from Muhammad, and that's an actual maker. I'm not being.
I'm going to stop you right
What?
there. You're right
What?
about Muhammad, like a Muhammad, or how many ever Muhammads. When you deal with Nawaz, you ask Nawaz, yo, Nawaz, what do you have in stock? He'll
Yeah.
send you about 20 picks. And when he has in stock, he has in stock. You don't have to deal with the mess with Nawaz. You can get
And the
this belt in
bullshit.
like under a couple months, 2 months.
Yeah. And here in Shop, the Shop ones have such detail, such, like, this to me feels like the actual belt. I know it's not, right? Like, I know that it's not. But for someone new who's buying this, like, who's getting into this, or even someone who's experiencing, a lot of people have said this is probably one of the best belts on the Shop. Jones, the guy, yes, Jones is something, man. Jones is a king.
Oh, here's this guy that was
Oh
scared to
God,
come
look
on
at
tonight.
James. So with the details on that, oh, you got it on real leather, Matt. That must be freaking clean. Yeah, the ring accuracy. So Joey, we've always talked about that. Remember when we used to talk about the bad belts and they have that smoky look in the plates and you can't like see? And I challenged people. That's what annoyed me. I challenged people and I said, hey, look, I'll entertain your stupidity for a second. You're telling me that you're a middleman for Maker A, and Maker A has the plates are immaculate.
Mhm.
I took a picture with my phone, and you can see me clear as day in that reflection on those plates and you see my phone there. And I said, yo, show me this with your
Mhm.
belts. And they never sent it to me. I don't know why.
What did you call those people? Stupid idiots, dumb people, whatever. Right? Like,
Yeah.
you know what's crazy is those people now have now turned the corner and are realizing what you are saying.
Oh shit, really? Look at God.
It's amazing how it works like
Just
that.
yeah, right. So I mean, Joey, in seeing all these three belts, you who have held two of them, let me ask you first the first question. And I asked Rich Simpson, who we all know is doing really well. Would you pay 65? And you know you're very responsible with your money too. Would you pay $6,500 for a J Mar belt?
Ooh. No. I understand the market. But if I'm going to pay that close to the money, I'm going to go to a guy like Richard Simpson. I'm going to go to a Classic Shield. You know? But I mean, if it's like one of your belts that's like a holy grail, then yeah, I can understand it. I could justify the price.
Right.
Like, would I pay like $6,000 for a Reggie Parks Winged Eagle? It's my holy grail.
that.
If I had the money, sure, I would. I could see why.
Fuck that. You're crazy.
I mean, I'm just
You're
saying, it
clearly
could
insane.
happen. It could. I could justify it, but
Jesus Christ. All right. Well, Joey, which belt would you take?
You put me on the spot with this. I love
Yeah, I
my
did.
Nawaz, man. I mean,
Is that it for you? The Nawaz does it?
no, but this replica from the shop is amazing.
It really is, and I didn't know that Panetta had it re-leathered. Had no
Yeah, it's
clue.
probably some like Canadian leather too.
Right. Joey, thank you so much. I really appreciate you, baby. I really do. In the final segment before the bell opening, so I'm bringing up Big Richard Simpson, Matt Panetta, Michael B. Jones. Now, Matt and Rich, you are not going to partake in this.
leather. Fuck off, Joe.
So listen, here's how this is going to go. In the comment section, for the next, Jones, can I say 10 minutes? Is 10 minutes okay? Yeah, for the next 10 minutes, you can ask whatever question you want in that comment section. And Matt Panetta and Richard Simpson, your task is very simple. You tell me the things that make you cringe in the hobby. Two apiece. You know what? Yeah, two apiece. And me, Jones, and Joy will answer whatever question you guys throw at us. If we don't want to answer it because we either for whatever reason we have to take a bite of these fucking flaming hot chicken wings. So I want to start with Mike Jones. Does anyone have any questions for Mike Jones in the comment in regards to the hobby that you can ask? And anyone on the screen too, if you feel the need to ask Mr. Jones a question, he has to answer it truthfully. And if he chooses not to, he has to take a bite of that Hot Ones chicken wing. Go ahead. Man, ask him a question.
How does it feel to finally be an elitist snob, Mike Jones?
Oh my God!
I've
look
always
how fucking
been one.
babble, bro. Jones.
I've always been one. I just chose not to show this side.
But now
Jones,
now you're in, Jones.
There's this question for you, Jones.
As far as the hobby,
Yeah, yes, sir.
people do what they're gonna do. If it's targeted at me, if it's
I
not
feel like
targeted
it's
at me,
unfair. I feel like it's unfair. I feel like you're not going to eat any of these chicken wings.
well, I'm going to eat
Rich,
regardless.
what
so
makes
I didn't
you-
want to just be the black guy and just eat the chicken for the sake of eating the chicken.
Richard Simpson, what makes you cringe in the hobby? You could generalize the statement too.
What makes me cringe? Just so many Pakistan bootleg makers. It's just,
Dude.
it's bad.
That's a good point.
And I don't like to shit on anybody who wants to try to, make belts and stuff like that. But holy fuck, there are just so many. You can't post a comment in any group, other than, well, obviously Belt Talk, but any other group without getting like 20 Pakistan makers trying to shove their shit down your throats. It's like, if I want to buy a belt from somebody overseas, fuck off, and I'm going to buy it. I'm going to message you. Don't message me with your shit. I don't know. Leave me alone.
No, seriously. And then it floods the market, and then you don't even know what you're getting. Like, what's with the scamming too? Like I feel like that's picked up too.
Yeah, I just got scammed not too long ago. I'm fighting PayPal right now.
What?
Yeah.
What happened, bro?
I took a chance. Somebody was selling an original NXT women's, and I wanted to get my hands on it. And it screamed scammer the whole way, but I took a chance just because it was one of those belts like you don't see them pop up very often for sale. So I took a chance and I sent the guy money, and then that night he came up with some excuse so why he didn't ship it that day. So I was like, yeah, no problem. I have that problem too. So sometimes you just can't ship it the next day. So I waited. Next day, went through and messaged him, see what was going on with tracking. Blocked. Hey, you fucking cocksucker. So I'm fighting PayPal with it now.
I'm sorry that happened to you, man. That's awful.
As well.
I took a chance. I kind of knew deep down that it was going to happen, but I wanted to at least try. But
Yeah.
I'll get my money back. I paid goods and services. I'm not stupid, so
Smart man.
That's right. Hey, round of applause for goods and services, baby. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I hate goods and services,
But hey, it's got your back when it needs it, right?
right. If I don't know the person, I'll pay goods and services. But if it was somebody I know in the hobby, then I'll gladly pay friends. But
Yeah. Matt Panetta, what makes you cringe in the hobby?
One moment.
What happened, Joe?
Speaking.
Can I address these two questions since they came
What?
late?
Go ahead, Michael.
In the comments.
No, it's not. My favorite belt is my version of the Winged Eagle, which is called the TNA Midwest. Anyone who knows me knows that. So Nico,
He
I'm
taking this shit
disappointed.
personally. He taking this shit personally.
The Hogan belt. Here's the thing. I'll be reaching out to you soon because I do need a re-leather. As far as Hogan belts, for those that don't know, me and Mr. Terry Bollea don't get along.
Ouch.
Hulk Hogan, the wrestler, I can separate the two now. In the past, I was not able to do so. However, that is why they take shots with Hogan at me very frequently. Hulk Hogan, Terry Bollea's ignorance almost killed my favorite promotion.
Look
I
at
don't
him.
know
Look
why
at him,
he
bro.
took
Terry
them to-
Bollea, bro.
He took them on Monday nights and went
One of the
head to
greatest
head.
Impact episodes of all
The
time.
most watched episode
Most
ever.
watched does not mean it's the best episode. People are watching because of the stupidity. See, but that's as far as I'm going. I'm not getting mad tonight. I said I was going to be peaceful and zen. You almost got me. Nice try. I just wanted to address the questions. Mr. Panetta, the floor is back yours. I'm sorry.
What makes me cringe? Oh, there's so much. There's so much that makes me cringe. That's why I made my group that I
Hey,
plugged
this is an
earlier.
open forum, baby. It's an open forum.
I'm looking forward to see what comments might come and trickle into the.
Hungry looking at these wings.
Shit, you can answer Anna's question if you want,
Biggest regret.
because I'm gonna ask Joey that question. Yeah.
There's two. There's two.
Oh boy.
The one got me into a lot of heat, and I don't want to start too much drama because that's against my mantra in all
Hey.
elite belts. But buying from Orm,
Damn,
that's
bro. Homie.
something. I it's no secret, man. I used to be good friends
The
with
weed
Orm. I
is
used to be
mine.
yeah, that whole nonsense dealing with Adam and Omi, and then just trying to tell Orm, like, listen, man, you're gonna go down the wrong path if you keep it up and you keep listening to Adam and you keep listening to your other admin that are, clearly not looking out for the best interest of other people. And Orm's got a long history with other makers and other guys that have been in the hobby for a minute, right? But his reputation tanked as a result, and people told him that it was going to happen. So, but you live and learn. So it's a regret, but I learned a lot from it.
Bro, look at you being an adult, bro. I'm so
For
fucking
me?
proud of you.
It's anything from Eddie Williams.
Damn. Yo, he just went. Yo, you know what, bro? Because I know I'm the next one. I'm just gonna eat the fucking chicken wing because I'm just minding my business, bro. I'm just minding. Oh my god.
How come you're not going to answer that question, Jay? I already know you're.
I don't have to. Oh my god. Oh shit. No.
that's gonna clean your sinuses out good.
Yeah, it already is. Oh, Richard Simpson. What's your biggest? Oh my fucking god. Woo.
I should pull out the one chip
Oh.
challenge that I still have in my desk.
Oh.
No
Oh
way.
my god. Dude, that's fucking awful. Oh my god. Okay, oh shit.
You gonna make
Richard
it?
Simpson. What's the biggest belt? Oh my god, yeah.
I'm getting
Oh,
hungry. I might Uber eat some wings right now. Jesus.
I kind of wish I had some.
Rich, what's your Jesus, what's your yo
Joe, breathe. Breathe,
Can
Joe.
someone ask the fucking question, bro? Like,
My biggest belt regret. I don't know if there's that many I've really regretted buying. I mean, I've impulse bought a lot, but I think I took a chance once on actually not to piggyback, but it was an ORM belt, and I think it was when he was first starting off, and it just looked like somebody dragged it across the cement. It was bad, and I think I ended up just throwing it right in the trash. I wouldn't even try to resell it to anybody. It was bad.
look, no one's asking any more fucking questions. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is not a good idea, bro. Oh my god, I don't know how y'all did that one chip salad bullshit. Look, I can say with Omi, my god damn, my fucking tongue is burning. My biggest issue with Omi was just the issues with the god damn, bro, nah, this is not okay. My biggest issue with him was him telling me, it's gonna be 2-3 weeks. I pay the guy in full, try to get the belt, right away, and then no belt, and then you turn out to be the bad guy, for no fucking reason, right? Oh my, no, we're not doing this shit. No, fuck that.
No,
Joey.
come on.
All right, Joe. All right, you want to? Okay, really, Joey? Okay. Did Eddie Williams put you in on any of the scams, Joseph?
No, I never knew anything of that. Now I can't speak for anybody. I can't speak for anybody else. But for me, no.
Jones, what makes you cringe in the hobby, Jones?
Nothing. I barely pay attention to what's going on now.
You what?
I barely pay attention to what's going on in the hobby right now. I kind of just mind my own business, keep it moving.
Jesus, Jones. Richard, what was the biggest mess up you have done on a customer's belt? And did you tell them? Ooh.
That's heavy.
I always tell them. I would my most recent one, I would say, I was doing the new Big Eagle, and obviously you can't take it off the strap. And I think I was dremeling one of the holes, and the Dremel slipped out and scratched a little spot on the main plate. So, I told him right away what happened. Showed him a picture. He's like, "No, it's not a big deal." And it's like, "No, that's not right. It's brand new." So I bought him a new belt, and I fixed
out of your
it.
pocket, like you bought a whole new one.
Yep.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
What I do.
I'm sorry
So,
it had to happen, but you get what I'm saying. Like from a customer point of view, that's awesome.
Yeah, no, I mean, shit happens, and nobody's perfect in what they do. I've messed up belts before, and it's like, sorry, it happened. This is what happened. Offer him some type of compensation, or with him, he was totally cool with it. He's like, obviously just buy another one, and he's like, I'll buy the damaged one back off you for, a little bit of, at a discount, obviously, because it was damaged, and he was just going to give it to his dad. So he was super cool about it. And, he's like, I appreciate you being honest, because I could have just said, that happened during shipping, but now it's like, it's my mess up, and it's happened.
That's appreciated.
I've broken drill bits before and a scratched logo, and it's like, look, buddy, it's once those things get embedded in that belt, it's hard to dig out because it's so thick. So it's like, hey, I can either I can give you a discount on this restoning or next one, or I'll just most times I'll just buy a brand new belt and send it to that one and keep the damaged one myself, and then just obviously redo it for them. So
look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't do this wing shit. I can't. Like, it should just fuck me up completely. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you, Joey, with doing this shit, but I'll ship you the fucking rest of this stuff. I don't fucking.
Yeah,
it's too much. I want to move. I'm gonna move on. There's no fucking ways, Jones. Jones, I'm sorry. I can't fucking do it, bro. I don't have it in me. I can't.
Damn, man. I thought we were gonna get some tough questions.
Yo, no, bro. Like literally, I don't know how this shit. Why do you eat this stuff, Joey? Like, literally, it's cleaning out my sinuses, bro. Oh,
Okay. What kind of
Okay,
sauce did you
look.
put on them?
the classic garlic Fresno hot ones.
That's not even that bad.
Oh, dude, it's bad for me. Oh, I'm a
Ugh.
bitch when it comes to hot sauce. So before we go, because I'm not doing it, this was a bad idea. I'm literally hot. I am sweating right now, and I had one fucking. Did you have any wings, Joey? Jones, you can eat
I've
your
had
wings,
one.
Jones. And Jones,
I'm
have
gonna
you
ask
eaten your
Panetta a
wings?
question.
I'm gonna eat the wings after the show is over because I'm not gonna let embarrass myself with y'all saying, "Dag, he devoured them so quickly," and I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna be respectable.
Can I open my belt?
Go ahead.
Go for it.
Okay, let me grab the box. Hold on. Okay. Bro, that fucking chicken wing, bro. I still feel that. Okay. So this is supposed to be. Hey, hold on a second, Richard Simpson, because you're not gonna sit here and flex in front of all these fucking people. Show that off, baby, while I'm opening this box.
Ooh, with the red stones, it definitely
Oh my
goes.
god. Oh yeah. Hey. Yo, hold on. That I hear Jones. I hear Jones. That is clean.
Thank you.
Okay. I like that. I
Little
really
throwback
like
to the
that.
big gold with the red stones, but I like it with
I
just
like
just a few red ones. Not I toyed with doing a bunch of red ones and it didn't look right, so I just did a few.
So this is a birthday present for my wife. I normally I don't like my birthday. But as I was telling Matt Panetta earlier and Richard Simpson, these damn kids change you. When you have kids, they change you. And my kid loves birthdays. She loves that stuff. She loves having cake and singing happy birthday and all that stuff. So now I got to do it every year. So I ask for certain things because it's the things that I want. Like the things that I want. And I'm probably going to send this to you, Richard. The things that I want, I buy myself. But then my wife, she's like, "Hey, what do you want for this? What do you want for that?" And I always give her something off of the list of the stuff that I want to get myself, just to get it out the way. But it's not going to be like secretive. This is about everybody has. It's the Undisputed Championship
Very nice.
that Roman currently has.
That's right,
I wanted, let me put it full screen. I wanted the world heavyweight that Rich has over his shoulder right now, but it was out of stock. So this is it. I don't know where it's gonna go. Y'all know what it looks like, but I think I'm gonna send it down to Simpson sometime in the near future to have stone and have leather put on it. God damn, this is heavy. Hey, Mirabito wasn't lying. This is metal. Okay.
Yep.
Well, that's my
Comes apart,
birthday
too.
present for my lovely wife. Yeah, this is it. And then Rich, put up your other one. Let's look at yours. And Rich has his world heavyweight. And I have this one. So, oh my God, I feel the hot sauce in my mouth still. So yeah, the another undisputed championship, and that's again something that continues to happen within WWE, right? The Red Stones, yeah, the Red Stones. Drew, I have to agree. The Red Stones are like just a perfect. I heard Jones. When you hear Jones go, ooh, it's something deep. It just happened. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the season premiere. I did not do the challenge because fuck that. I took one wing and I took
Milk.
I took
Drink
one bite
some
of a
milk.
wing, and that my wife put a glass of fucking chocolate milk back
I'm
there, bro.
ordering
And
spicy
I can't
wings
wait
right
to
now.
go back
I'm hungry.
there, bro.
I'm hungry. They're not going to come in time by the time the show is over, but I'm
Oh my
hungry.
god, dude, no, just no, don't. Joey, I'm gonna send you this in the mail because this shit is not staying in my house. But guys, thank you so much, Richard Simpson. I appreciate you coming on. Matt Panetta,
Absolutely. Thank you.
you are part of the brand now, baby. So it is what it is. You can be here all the
yeah.
time.
I wagged my two members.
My boy. Joey V, Michael Jones. Boys, let me address the people before we go. But I want you all to know that I appreciate y'all and thank y'all so much for being on here with me. Y'all the real ones.
Thank you.
Bro, I appreciate y'all. Like that. I really do. Bro, my mouth is fucked. Hold on a second. Hold on. Oh, it's fucking milk. He need milk. Hey yo. Season 1. Whoa, Jesus, season 3, episode 1, Undisputed version 2. Wrestling has always been part of my life. I don't know why. Even when I needed to lose weight, I looked at wrestling for inspiration to lose weight, and I did. I think this is my calling to everyone to just leave the bullshit where it needs to be. And be part of something productive. Be part of something awesome. Join All Elite Belts. You know, show off your belts. Come in and have conversation with people. Ask questions. Be part of the community. You know, you need a restoning job. Go to Richard Simpson. He knows what the fuck he's doing. Go to the other people that know what the fuck they're doing. Stop this argument stuff. People always goddamn arguing about stupid shit that means absolutely nothing. I really do appreciate you all for taking your time to come and chill and sit with me as we do this show and we try to inform you. I know it's much different than before, where before we showed you the belts not to get, but we have to get away from that. We have to also look back and why we did it. I strongly feel like season 1 and 2 was very hobby based. And you saw us doing the little, wing challenge, and I just lasted one fucking wing. But that's probably all you'll see in regards to the hobby, because we want to give you actual content that you'll learn, that'll give you that nostalgic feeling of being in the past, of watching all this stuff for the first time. Joseph is in charge of the schedule for the belts, so I don't know what we're doing next, but he's gonna let us know soon. And then you'll see in the post very soon what we're doing next month. So thank you so much. I appreciate ya. Have a great night, and we'll see you next time. Be safe. Thank you so much. Enough of the bullshit. You see for the fake. No, you don't have to fucking the fake. I say that like I'm not the one hitting the button, bro. We are out. Take care. Have a good night. Be safe, everyone. All right. Deuces.